Hello good people, it's me Kumona, your money manager. Credit cards. Some people cringe at the mention of the word credit card. Rightfully so, because credit cards left a bitter taste in their lives. I remember some years back, a very big bank locally here, when they launched their credit cards, they all went out and aggressively sold credit cards to their customers. What they failed to do is they failed to equip the customers with the proper use, with education on the proper use of a credit card. And because of that, a lot of people find themselves in a position where they are stuck with credit card. They don't know whether they're coming or going because they seem to be making payment every month, but the credit card balance is not reducing. So in today's video, I hope that I'll be able to answer some of the questions or the concerns that you might be having with your credit card. I'm going to show you a demonstration of the proper use of a credit card. But first things first, let's start by understanding what a credit card is. When you use a credit card, you are essentially using your credit card issuer's money. It's not your money. You use that money with the understanding that you will pay the money back with interest or without interest. So with a credit card, you are given what is called a credit card limit, which is the maximum amount of money that you can use at any particular point in time, and you start paying it back. So I want you to pay particular attention to this. Every month when you receive your credit card statement, there are key dates that you need to pay attention to, because failure to know or to understand those dates will lead you into paying hefty interest on credit cards, because we need to understand that credit cards are one of the most expensive debt. So let me show you. Let's get into a credit card. So let's say you are issued with a credit card with a limit of 5,000. And the interest rate on that credit card is 32% per annum. And our credit cards locally here, most of the credit cards, they come with a 55 days grace period. And when they sell the credit card, this is one of the benefits that they sell to you. But they fail to explain to you how that 55 days really work. So it comes with a grace period of 55 days. Let's assume that I was issued with my credit card on the 1st of September. So, 1st of September, I'm here, I'm issued with a credit card. And on the same date that I'm issued with my credit card, I used 1,000 out of the 5,000 credit limit that I have, right? So, this is the only amount that I use, and then at the end of the month, which is on the 30th of September, I'm going to get my credit card statement. So the 1st of September to the 30th of September, this is my statement period, meaning that on my statement, I'm going to see the transactions between these dates. So let's get that. Let's hold it there. So this 30th of September, we call it the credit card closing date. You get that? Credit card closing date is one of the most important dates. And then you're going to have another very important date. 25th of October, this is your payment due date. This is when you are expected to make payments on your credit card. So when you receive your credit card statements, two things can happen. One, you can pay off the entire balance, the entire 1,000 that I have used on my credit card. That's the best way and the proper way of using a credit card, because once I pay off the entire 1,000, I'm going to pay back that money interest free. However, that is also very dependent on when I am paying that 1,000. Let's go back to your example. If I pay the full amount of 1,000 that I have used, if I pay it before or on the 25th of October, I pay that money interest free. This is my grace period. This is my grace period. You can count from the 1st of September to the 25th of October. This is 55 days, meaning that whatever I use and I pay it back somewhere in here, I pay back that money interest free. The second thing that can happen is I've used 1,000 and I don't pay it off. I pay what is called the minimum payment, because on your credit card statement, this is what you are going to see. You're going to see statement balance. Statement balance is what you have used. Remember, we have a limit of 5,000. We only used 1,000. and then they are going to calculate the minimum on what you have used. Let's assume the minimum is a 5%. Normally it's between 3% to 5%. But in our case here, let's assume the minimum is 5%. So 5% of 1,000 is 50 pula. This is the minimum that I can pay towards my credit card. And then what happens if I pay the minimum of 50 pula? On the first period here, it's interest free. If I pay it here, between here is interest free. But now the problem is going to come when I carry the balance to the next month, because whatever balance I carry to the next month, so from the 26th, the balance that I have, interest is going to start accruing on my balance from the 26th. Do we get that? This is where now the bank is going to make a killing, because they know your behavior. They know that you will use the money and you are going to fail to pay the money back in full. So from the 26th, we are incurring interest. Let's carry this now to the next month. Remember, you have carried balance to the next period. Your 1,000, you only reduced it by 50 pula, meaning that in our next period, our statement opening balance is 950. Remember, 950, this 950 from the 26th of October. Remember, our payment due date was the 25th of October. So this 950 is accruing interest at a rate of 32% per annum. That interest we calculated, we get 25 pula, 37 pebe. We add it to our opening balance. Our total balance is now 975 pula, 37. And that's going to calculate the minimum payment on this total balance. So the 5% of this, we get 48.77. Now you can see your balance is only going to reduce. In fact, you see this is only going to reduce by this much. Are you going to make any progress? You are likely going to see very, very small progress as you pay every month. Let's carry it forward to the next month. So once we have paid this, we're going to say the 975.37 minus the 48 plus 77. That is going to be our opening balance in the next period. So let's carry it further. Let's take it down further to a third month. After paying that 48 plus 77 tebe, your balance is going to reduce to 926 plus 60. This is going to be your statement opening balance. This 926 pula is accruing interest at a rate of 32% per annum. That interest is calculated at 24 plus 74 tebe. We add this interest to the opening balance, we get a total balance of 951 pula 34. You pay the minimum. The minimum is calculated on this. Your minimum is 47 pula 57 tebe. You can see your balance is not actually reducing, is not moving. This is why you are feeling stuck with your credit card, because this is how you are currently operating your credit card, and this is not the right way of using a credit card. If you are doing this, you're just paying the minimum, know that you can take a long time to pay such a small debt of 1,000. You can take up to so many years, 3 years or so, just paying the 1,000, and that's actually where they want you to be. Because remember, with the credit card, once you have paid the balance, it becomes available again for you to use. So you are going to end up feeling trapped, and you're going to end up paying lots and lots of money in interest. So I tell you what, if you cannot settle your credit card in full every month, maybe the best thing that you can do for yourself is just to stay away from credit cards, because really they are not worth it. It's not worth it. You are just throwing your money down the drain. And if you have the discipline and you can use your credit card and pay it in full within the 55 days grace period, then a credit card is a good tool for you to use, because you understand how to use it properly. And then one other benefit that is really sold to us when they come and sell credit cards, they tell us that, it comes with travel insurance. But let me tell you what, travel insurance is only going to be valid if maybe when you are traveling normally you use your credit card to pay for your ticket, your flight ticket, that is when you are going to enjoy the benefit. It's also not automated. After paying your ticket with your credit card, you also need to go online and fill some forms. That is when now the travel insurance is going to kick in. Otherwise, yes, the credit card can give you access to some beautiful lounges and all of that. So let's just try to understand how to use this thing properly. If you cannot use it properly, if you cannot pay it in full every month, just stay away from a credit card. Personally, I tried to use credit cards in my life, and at some point I was doing this and I realized that maybe I didn't have the education. So for me, I did away with credit cards. Currently, I don't have any credit card. I don't have any credit card debt. I just enjoy using my money. I just enjoy using my debit card. This is all that I wanted to share with you today. I hope I've answered some of the questions that you might be having with your credit card. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a like for me, and leave a comment for me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video.